To do just a really quick run through on what we're looking at for the day on S&P, crude, and gold. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I don't have a whole lot to review today. It's going to be a pretty quick session. Uh, Over here on the S&P, we are in a mixed bias. The 4-hour bias is long, but the 30-minute bias right now is short. It's pulled back off of its highs. We talked yesterday and even the day before, but yesterday we talked about 38.50 as being a point of resistance for us. And I mentioned yesterday I thought it would pull back off of that, and it did. And it ultimately ran back up to test it again. But then we've seen it pulling back again off of that, and we're you know retracing a bit off of this big move up that we had seen earlier in the week. So at this point, we've got a mixed bias, and when we've got a mixed bias, it tells us, hey, just stop, don't do anything, don't try to force a trade. Let's just let the market figure out what it needs to do from here. In order for this bias to roll over to a short bias, it's going to have to move down quite a bit more. We need to see it certainly break. I think 3,800 is going to be a big point of resistance or support for us down here. So, we could see this this pushing down. I would imagine that as it comes down to 3,800, we'd see price struggle a bit. But it's going to need to move down quite a bit in order for the 4-hour to change and have that longer term bias flip to short. So right now, I think we're just in a little bit of a profit taking period, and we just need to wait it out and see what happens before the market starts to move back in that north direction here. So mixed bias on the S&P. We're just going to sit back, let it figure out what it's going to do, and not force anything here. Crude, we're in a mixed bias as well. As we can see, it's kind of fallen off my screen here. The 4-hour is long, the 30-minute is short. So we've taken a tumble on crude. No doubt the news yesterday had something to do with that. But ultimately, don't try to read too much into what's driving what, because that causes emotion and logic and all these things to come into play. And at the end of the day, those things aren't our friends when it comes down to trading. When it comes to trading, we need to be following a method that has some quantifiable reasons for what we're doing, not subjective reasons like news events or tweets or headlines and things of that nature, right? So ultimately, crude, we're in a mixed bias as well. So we can just put a big X right here. Don't worry about doing anything. On gold, we are in a short bias. The 4-hour is short, the 30 minutes short. So for gold, we'd like to see gold push up a bit, and then we'll take it short as it breaks down through the bottom of a previously closed higher low. So for gold, what we're watching for the day is to make higher lows and higher highs. So pushing up, higher lows and higher highs, and then we'll take a sell on gold if it breaks back down and goes through the bottom of a previously closed higher low. I would imagine that we'll see gold struggle around here, 1845 to 1850 range. So if we get some period of time where it's kind of flat through here and then breaks back down, that would give us that chance to enter. If gold just takes off and starts moving up for the day, then obviously we won't have a trade. We need to see the market set up with those higher lows and higher highs that we can break back down through in the direction of that current market trend. So there you have it. For S&P, we're not going to do anything. We're going to wait it out. For crude, same thing. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to wait it out until the market determines what its directional bias is. Again, has a confirmed bias on multiple time frames. For gold, we're going to sit back and we're going to look, and we're looking for short trades on gold because we have a confirmed market bias in the short direction, but we need to see this set up making higher lows and higher highs before it breaks back down, and then we can take that short if it breaks back down through the previously closed higher low. All right, so there we are. There's the trade ideas for the day, trade opportunities for the day. I'm going to leave it with you right here, and hope you have a great trading day. As always, just trade safe. Use good money management, follow a system, and implement the rules of that system. Don't deviate. Don't let your head get in the way. Don't let the talking heads on name your news channel sway your decisions. You follow your plan